Hey guys, Meteors at 2400, and today we're going to be doing in this video is, today we're going to be looking at all the stadiums in PIAA District 2 high school football. So if you guys don't know, PIAA District 2 high school football is the district in my area and where my high school plays. I thought this would be a cool video to make, taking a look at all the stadiums for all the teams. One of these teams is not in District 2, but they play mostly District 2 schedule. They're in District 4, which is out near like Bloomsburg, like out there. If you ever heard of Southern Columbia, that's District 4. They're one of the best teams in the country and the state. Yeah, you probably, if you follow up on high school football and you know all the stuff, you probably know them. So yeah, they're included on here too. They're at the end though. But all these teams are District 2. Note, I have not been to most of these. I've been to a good amount of them though, and I have played on a good amount of these too. So I'll talk about the playing surface and the atmosphere for games if I've, been there and played, if I played there, and stuff like that. If I have not, I'm just going off looks, or if I haven't played on it or been on the field, I'll just talk about what it's like there, how nice it looks from there if I've watched a game there, rather than being on the field and being in the bleachers. Alright, so yeah, let's get started. Also, this video was inspired by 5PointsVids. Go subscribe to him. The link will be in the description. Let's get started. Abington Heights Football Stadium, also known as the Pit, is a pretty iconic stadium in the area. It's known for being in a hole. The stadium is no lights, so they play their home games on Saturday. I have been on this field as a water boy when I was in 7th grade, and the grass is okay. I mean, it's an iconic stadium, and the grass is okay, but it's kind of it's not that nice, There's worse on this list, though. Crispin Field, home of the Berwick Bulldogs. Now, from the sky, this stadium looks awesome, but the surrounding area of the stadium is not. The stadium is kind of old and run down, but the playing surface is nice. I have played on this field before. The playing surface is nice, but overall the stadium itself is just not that nice. It's kind of run down a bit and kind of old and oldish looking. Yeah, but it looks nice from the sky, but once you're really there, it's kind of dumpy around the surrounding area. Here we are at Carbondale Area High School. This stadium from the sky, it looks pretty average. I mean, the grass looks okay. Nothing too special about this place. I've never been here. So I don't have much to say on it, but one thing I noticed, this thing over here, it has their logo over here. I don't know what that's made out of, but I just noticed that, but yeah, that's something cool, but I've never been here. Looks pretty average. Crestwood High School, home of the Crestwood Comets. This is a very nice stadium. Been here for multiple track meets, football games. I've watched football games, played football games. This is a very, very nice stadium. It really is. The playing surface is nice. The only issue is that they don't have a full track, but they did just install a brand new field house, which is really nice. So this field is kind of small. The stadium is small itself. They don't have a full track. So when they do track meets, it's kind of complicated. Dallas High School, home of the Dallas Mountaineers. This stadium is pretty nice. It's not the greatest stadium. The playing surface is pretty good. But the stadium itself, I'm just not a big fan of it. It's okay. It's in the middle for me. Been here a couple times for football games. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Never been to this stadium. Delaware Valley High School, home of the Delaware Valley Warriors. This stadium looks nice. The turf looks pretty older looking. It looks kind of faded. But overall, looks like a pretty nice stadium. Fun fact, the river behind on the stadium here, as you can see, is the border of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Yes, the stadium is very far out, very close to New Jersey, almost on the border of New Jersey. Here we are at Dunmore High School, home of the Dunmore Bucks. You may know this high school from The Office. This stadium is really nice. I have played a football game on here, have watched football games here. The playing surface is good. The only thing that's wrong with this stadium is that the bleachers are literally about to fall apart. When you're walking on them, you feel like you're going to fall through. That's the only bad thing about the stadium. The stadium's actually really nice. And, yeah, that's all I got to say about it. This place that the Trojans call home, it's not that nice. I've been here a couple times. They have a dirt track still. The playing surface isn't that nice. And overall, this just really isn't a nice stadium. It's kind of a dumpy looking stadium. Kind of on the lower tier of this list. Not the greatest. Here we are down in Hanover. This stadium is actually okay. Doesn't look too nice from the sky, but it's actually a pretty solid stadium. The area around it's okay. The away bleachers are literally rotting away. That's the only really bad thing about this place. But the playing surface, for it being grass, like, it's actually well-kept grass. It's really nice. And, yeah, and with the wall surrounding it, you can hear everything. The sound bounces around, so I can only imagine what it's like with a full stadium. Here we are, taking a trip all the way down to southern Luzerne County, where the Hazleton area Cougars call home. I've never been to this stadium, but it looks pretty nice. Field surface looks pretty good. This overall just looks like a very nice stadium. Yeah, I've never been here, so I don't really have much to say on it. So, yeah, it just looks really nice. Okay, so I've never been to St. Anthony's Park, which is located in Dunmore, home of the Holy Cross Crusaders. But from what I hear from other people and the looks of it, does not look nice at all. It's just a bad area for a football field. It's in the middle of a playground. Yeah, this is just a weird spot for a football stadium. They have no lights either. Second stadium on this list to have no lights. And yeah, this is just probably the worst one on this list. The first stadium on our list to host two different high schools, the Holy Redeemer Royals and Wilkes-Barre Area Wolfpack, both call Wilkes-Barre Memorial home. Now, this place is actually pretty nice. People don't usually like the stadium, but I do. The only thing I don't like, which is what everybody complains about, is the one-sided bleachers. But overall, I think it's a pretty nice stadium. I've been here multiple times. My dad used to coach for one of the high schools before the merger of Wilkes-Barre Area. Before Wilkes-Barre Area, there was 3 different high schools. My dad coached for one of them. I was the water boy when I was like 7. So I've been in the stadium a lot. And yeah, it's pretty nice. People complain about it too much, I think. One of the most unique stadiums on this list, Honesdale High School, home of the Honesdale Hornets. Yeah, their baseball field is merged into their football field. There's no other stadium like this in District 2. It's pretty interesting. I've never been here, but it looks pretty nice. And the baseball field thing is actually pretty cool. I like that. I have not been to this stadium, but the home of the Lackawanna Trail Lions. It doesn't look that bad. Looks like an average stadium. Not much to say about it. A lot of the stadiums, I'm not going to lie, especially up in the Lackawanna League, they look a lot alike. A lot of grass stadiums. So, yeah, this one doesn't look that bad, though. Probably the most iconic stadium in District 2. The Lake Lehman Black Knights call this place home. This place is known for, obviously, the black turf. This place looks really nice, and the black turf is really cool. I have not been here, but yeah, just by the looks of it and the black turf, it's so cool. Very nice stadium. Now, I have been to the high school here at Lakeland for a basketball game, but I've not been to the football stadium. And honestly, it doesn't look that nice. Kind of an average-looking stadium. The grass doesn't look too well kept, and yeah, it doesn't look too nice. Looks kind of average. Have not been in the actual stadium itself, but I have been to the high school before, and I saw it, kind of in the background. Here we are at Mid-Valley High School, home of the Mid-Valley Spartans. Never been to this stadium. Looks kind of average. I mean, looks better than the last couple ones we just showed. Doesn't look too terrible. Looks kind of average. Not much to say about it. Haven't been here, so yeah. Now, this stadium is pretty far. Never been here. Home of the Montrose Meteors. This is very close to the border of New York State. This stadium looks okay. Looks pretty average. Never been here before, so yeah, I don't really have much to say. A lot of these stadiums I haven't been to, so I don't have much to say on them, but looks okay. Here we are at North Pocono, home of the Trojans. Now this stadium is really nice. This one's one of the top stadiums on this list. I've been here. The turf is really nice there. Overall, it's just a very nice stadium, and the field looks great. It really does. Here we are at Northwest Area High School, home of the Rangers. Now this stadium is actually really nice. I was here before they had the turf and the renovations, and it was really, really dumpy. But they really did some good things with the stadium. The turf is really nice. The only thing that I don't really like about it is the NHS in the end zone. They could have done something a little better. I just don't think it fits right in the end zones. Here we are in the pizza capital of the world, Old Forge. Now, I've never been in this stadium, but it looks pretty average. I mean, not the nicest stadium. Old Forge is probably the smallest school in District 2. But, yeah, a pretty okay stadium. Yeah, not much to say about it. Never been here, so. Finally, home sweet home. Charlie's Trippy Stadium, home of the Pittston area Patriots. My home. I love this place. Now, the Google Earth picture doesn't have stuff updated, but there are some things updated at the stadium. We got a brand new, beautiful blue track and new bleachers as well. A lot of updates to the stadium, and it's a very nice stadium, and I love this place to death. My home stadium. Here we are at Riverside Veterans Memorial Stadium. I've been here for a game before. Haven't played. I watched the game here. It's not the greatest place. I mean, not the nicest stadium, but it's okay. The walking room is very close to the sidelines, so you're like really close to the sidelines when you're walking around this place. It's not bad though. Three different high schools call this place home: the Scranton Knights, the Scranton Prep Cavaliers, and the West Scranton Invaders. This stadium is beautiful. I love this place. It's very nice. It might be the nicest on this video. I've been here for games multiple times. It's a very nice stadium. I love it. It's probably the highest one. If I had to rank them, this would probably be second or the highest. Here we are at the Susquehanna Community School, home of the Susquehanna Sabres. This stadium, it doesn't look too nice. This is the third stadium on this list not to have lights, so they play their home games on Saturday afternoons. Yeah, just not a nice looking stadium. Here we are up in Tunkhannock at the Tunkhannock Tigers Stadium. Now this is one of the nicer grass fields on this list. This stadium's actually pretty nice. It's not terrible. It's kind of in the middle for me. I've been here multiple times. Not too bad, but not great. Here we are at John Henses Memorial Stadium in Archbald, Pennsylvania, home of the Valley View Cougars. Now, I've been in this stadium a couple times. It's actually a very nice place. This one's on the top. If I had to rank them, this would probably be in the top 5. It's a very nice stadium, very nice playing surface, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Here we are at Lake Wallenpaupack, and here at the home of the Wallenpaupack Buckhorns. Now, this stadium's actually really nice. It's in a very nice location. Right in the background of the stadium, you can see beautiful Lake Wallenpaupack. Very nice location. And yeah, just a very nice stadium and location-wise. Just the surrounding area, I think, is what makes this stadium. Here we are at Western Wayne, home of the Wildcats. Never been in this stadium, but it looks pretty solid. It's in the middle for me. It's pretty average. It's a pretty nice stadium. Never been here, so not much to say about it. Here we are in West Pittston, Pennsylvania, home of the Wyoming area Warriors. My rivals. The rivals of Pittston area, the big rivalry. Now, not being biased here, but this stadium honestly isn't that nice. The playing surface isn't that good, and just the surrounding area of it's not too bad, but it's not that nice. The only thing I really like about this stadium, though, is their scoreboard. I don't know why. It just looks really, really nice. I don't know why, but otherwise, it's just not that good of a stadium. Kind of a dump, not gonna lie. Here we are in Kingston at Spartan Stadium, home of the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. Now, this stadium is actually pretty nice. The playing surface is okay, and the stadium itself isn't too bad. It's not great, but it's a little better than most of the stadiums on this list. But yeah, it's okay. It's pretty good. Now, I had to include this stadium as the final stadium on the list because this is by far my favorite stadium that I've been to. It is so nice. Now, I know the Google Earth picture doesn't do it much justice, but they did update a lot of things, And here's what it looks like now. It is an amazing stadium. The track is in. They have a huge section of home bleachers. They have 2 additional sections. It's a very nice stadium. This is probably my favorite one next to Scranton Memorial. And yeah, that's why I wanted to include it. And that's the end of the video. Hope you guys made it to the end. So yeah, I just went through every single stadium in District 2 and then Williamsport, which is District 4. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And comment down below what the nicest stadium, what you thought the nicest looking stadium was. And if you've been in any of the stadiums, comment down below your favorite. If you're from the area or if you've just been to any of the stadiums I showed on this list. Comment down below. All right, everyone, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.